Hello there. Today we are going to discuss about how to define a function that accepts only positional argument and how to define a function that accepts keyword arguments. So without further delay, let's move over to the idea. You can choose the idea of your choice. I am going to work on PyCharm ID. So just double click on the ID. It will open in wizard. Just click here in new project and go with default options. And you can give the name of project and choose the path where you like to save your project. I will go with default options. Just create the project. I am going to work on a simple file, so I have to create a file. Just right click on the project folder, new, and then Python file. Give Python file any name. I am going to type demo. Minimize it, and let's start. So in Python, every function, normal function or default function, accept both type of arguments, positional as well as arguments. So let's create a normal function first. Def normal function. Let's say more specifically default function. Pass a value and then print this value. Now I execute this function. Copy and paste. Provide value by positional argument. Let's say 15. And again call this function. Pass the value by keyword argument. And as you know that these both are accepted. So if I run the program execute successfully. It's asking for Python interpreter, so I'm going to choose here Python 3.12. So just run again, and it's runs successfully. So now we create a function that accepts only positional argument. Def example of positional only argument. Let's say position 1, parameters name, position 1 and positional 2. And after that, I have to provide a symbol named /. When we provide /, it simply means that anything before this, any variable, any parameter before this // will accept only positional arguments when you are calling through a function or passing a value inside this function. You can only pass positional argument for these parameters. Okay. So let's simply print variable parameters positional 1 or variable positional 2. Okay. Let me comment out this line and also this line. Now I'm going to call this function. First, I call this function with positional arguments. Let's say 15 and 25. 15, 25. And it will print these values here. If I try to call this function with positional argument, positional argument, keyword argument, it will the Python interpreter will complain that example of positional only argument got some positional only argument passed as keyword argument. So it is not accepted. We have to provide only positional argument here. We cannot pass keyword argument inside the function. Here you declare in a function definition that if this function only accept positional argument. Now create a function that accept keyword argument. Example of keyword argument. Keyword argument only. Let's say keyword arg1 and let's say keyword arg2. In order to make this function to accept only keyword argument, we have to provide a symbol called asterisk before these parameters. So now these parameters will accept only keyword argument. We cannot call this function by passing position argument. So again, just print the values of these two variables. Okay. Just comment out this line to avoid any confusion. Copy it and call this function with the value keyword argument. Let's say 35 and keyword argument 2, let's say 45. If we run the program, it will execute successfully 35 and 45. But if we try to provide arguments by positional arguments, it won't accept it and it will complain the error. That is, example of key only arguments take 0 positional argument but 2 are given. So that is not accepted. We have to reback and provide the keyword argument. So let me comment out this also. And now I am going to create a function I'm going to declare a function that accepts positional argument for few parameters, keyword arguments for few parameters, and allows few parameters to accept both keyword as well as positional argument. So let's create a function def example of combination of key and positional. So provide the value, provide the parenthesis. Inside parenthesis, I provide these parameters. And now here I provide the value keyword argument or positional argument 1, and again keyword argument or positional argument 2, and then copy these parameters first here and now print the values of these parameters or variables here. Here I'm I am going to print the values of these two variables. So this function, the variables or positional arguments or parameters here, before this forward slash accept only positional argument. So the parameters before this forward slash will accept only positional argument. The parameters between forward slash and asterisk will can accept both type of arguments, positional argument or as well as keyword argument. Both are allowed. It's up to you which type argument you provide in the following function. And parameters after this asterisk symbol will accept only keyword argument. So let's call this function. Copy and paste the function name and provide the value 1 for 1, position 1 to correspond to position 2 variable. Remember one more thing, that whenever you declare a function by that accept only positional argument, so then order is matters. So it means the value of 1 will correspond to positional 1 variable. The value or argument I provided here as a 2 will correspond to position 2. The order important. The order matters here. And then I provide a value, because I can provide any type of arguments, positional or keyword. So first I provide the positional, and then for this variable I provide the keyword argument. And then I have to provide the keyword argument because it's accept only keyword argument. And it accept only 4, and here I have to provide the value 5, and here I have to provide the value 6. Now if I call the function, or if I execute this script, it will run X successfully. It prints the value of 1 here, 2 here, and accepted both type of positional argument for these parameters. 3 passed as positional argument and 4 passed as keyword argument, and both are accepted because both are allowed between forward slash and asterisk, and these parameters accept only keyword argument. So this is the few information about positional and keyword arguments. See you in the next video. Thank you.